In this video, I'm going to show you how you can move and copy files and directories in Unix. So here I'm starting from my home directory on the training cluster. And again, I'm going to create a new directory called thesis. And then I will cd into thesis. It's currently empty. And then I'll use nano to create a draft of my thesis. Control X, yes, confirm the file name. And here's my file. Okay, so now let's say I want to copy this file, create a new backup file in the same directory. So I'm going to say copy the file name into a new file that I will call backup.txt. Okay, so now I have two files, and if you cut the second file, backup.txt is going to be exact copy of the draft.txt. So the copy command will takes at least two arguments. And if you supply two arguments, then the first argument is going to be the source. The second argument is going to be destination. So copy draft into backup file. Okay, let's type ls-l, and these will show some file attributes. For example, permissions, timestamps, file size. And what I want to show you here is each file is 21 bytes long, and 21 bytes means 21 characters because usually a single character takes 1 byte on the disk. Okay, let's say I want to move backup into my home folder. Well, again, I will use a command move, which is very similar to the copy command, and it will take two arguments. So I'm moving backup into my home folder. So remember, home folder, right now I'm set of thesis subfolder, so home folder is going to be the one with the two dots. Two dots means a parent level directory, right? So this will take backup.txt and move it into the home folder. So now you see there's no backup in the current folder, but if I do ls two dots, you see that there is a file backup.txt right here in the parent directory. Let's move it back. I'm going to say move and then parent level directory file backup.txt, and then I will move it into the current directory. So in Unix, a dot means current directory. Take backup.txt from the parent directory and move it into the current directory. Okay? So now backup.txt is back. Let's say I want to move both files into another folder, subfolder that I'm going to call chapter 1. So I'm going to create a folder chapter 1. And now I will move both files, backup and draft, into that chapter 1 subfolder. So I'm going to say move backup draft into chapter 1. So in this case, now we're left only with chapter 1 subdirectory, and of course inside of chapter 1 we have those two files. So in this case we're passing two arguments what we're moving, and then the third argument is the destination. So the general rule with copy and move commands in Linux is that you can pass as many arguments as you want. The last argument is always the destination, and then all preceding arguments are what you're copying or moving. So let's move those two files back from chapter. So one way to do this will be to type move and then chapter 1 backup.txt, chapter 1 draft.txt into the current directory, and we just move them back. And let me erase the chapter directory. I don't need it anymore. So now I'm back with these two files.